Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hope you're doing well. Andrew Tate is clearly defending white nationalism and Christianity, not Islam. This is clear by the fact that he keeps rah-rahing the idea that Britain must stay white and must stay Christian. Now, what's really bizarre about him is that he's mixed race, supposedly is a Muslim convert. Yes, I'm being very cautious. I'm not qualified to do takfir. I ain't doing takfir. But since day one, you can go back on my videos, on my blog, my community posts, on Instagram, and you'll see I was always saying, pointing out along his journey how he had suspect behavior, that I did doubt him and whatnot. So the fact that he's going against Muslims and playing these tricks with rhetoric, saying Muslims basically aren't condemning these crimes, and he's calling it Islamism, and he's railing against his brothers and sisters in faith in the name of those who commit shirk. It's fascinating. Is Tate gonna apostatize, go back to Christianity, wherever he feels he can get more money? Because this is very suspect, highly suspect. In Islam, you're not supposed to fight for any particular race, because we are from different tribes. There's ayat in the Quran that talks about that. He made us from many different nations, okay? And there's no chosen people in Islam. We don't have a special bloodline that makes everyone else inferior to that bloodline. And even in the Bible, there's no verse that says whites must rule all races. It's just not true. Jesus wasn't born in Europe. Jesus never went to Europe. Okay? If you think about it, the first converts to Christianity were not snow white pale folk who spoke German or French. Okay? So this idea that Britain has to be the only empire on earth that never changes, yet it has a history of colonization, is quite bizarre, isn't it? Because look throughout the land and see what was of those who came before. There's ruins all over the planet. How many empires have fallen, from Machu Picchu to Cairo to, Gobekli Tepe, places that we don't even have a huge record of. And they're gone. Okay, the Akkadian Empire, gone. Babylonians, gone. Assyrians, gone. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees. Allah will make it so land changes hands. And it's so funny watching the Zayos in the UK say Britain must stay white and you have to fight like a patriot against the brown people. But then when the Palestinians are defending their home from colonization, they're called tons of names. And then the Christian Zionists, both in America and the UK, are fighting for the immigrants to go into Palestinian territory. They just can't keep their story straight. Now, where is it written that Britain was meant to stay white? The monarchy, they can marry whom they like. I haven't seen anything in English history that says it must be an ethno-state. Now, you can have modern people say that, and just because it's been white for some time, do we have any writings in history where there's a white supremacy, white nationalist, white unity angle? It's really bizarre that people think they're special because of their skin color. And Andrew Tate being half black and trying to cuddle up to the Christian nationalists in order to win his election, he's throwing his religion under the bus, fighting against the rules that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set down for his own ego, his own glory. Think about that. What a very lost individual to appeal to nationalism, to appeal to Christianity. Shirk is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates. He's not fighting for Tawheed. He's not calling to the one true God, the one true religion. He's shaming Muslims. He's talking down to us. He's talking to us like we're trash. You know, it's almost like he thinks white reverts are an abomination. What will he say to the white Muslim who converts? Will he shame them? This is very strange. Christians, what's fascinating about them, in America, they hate black Christians. They hate Latino Christians. It's bizarre. Christians have a lot of racial identitarianism in them. And where does it say that in their book to do that? It's quite bizarre. We are believers first, before race, before nationality, before tribal heritage. We are believers, and we are like bricks in a wall. We are stand ankle to ankle, shoulder to shoulder. We have certain rules we apply to each other. We have rights upon each other. So any person who's trying to deliberately divide Muslims by racial lines is a deviant person who's dangerous and is trying to dismantle Islam. And the fact that a Muslim, he claims to be Muslim, would fight to keep whites over all other races, and then fight and promise to serve the Christians over the Muslims. Well. Does he have no shame? He doesn't have love for his believers? It's just horrible. Let me know what you think.